I would like to request that you withdraw House Bill 19 from consideration from this committee. Because House Bill 19, as I have understood it today, when the experts were in here earlier discussing with the members of the committee, I thought there was some very good dialogue in it, and it became a very well-painted picture from the questions you had for them and your dialogue with them that this bill does not need just a rewrite. Congratulations, Mr. Chairman, you've invented a square wheel. And it's time to stop beating that on the desk, trying to round it out. It's time to throw it away and start over. While the professionals are with you and this committee to write the bill properly so it does support the constitutional rights of Texans. I'm a firm believer that if this bill had been in place when my accident occurred in August of 2016, that I would be in financial ruin right now. And that your constituents would have paid a lot of the financial responsibilities associated with that, because the city of Plano is a self-funded insurance. And those voters would have paid for my care rather than the people that were responsible for the negligence that caused the accident paying for my care. I was traveling southbound on my motorcycle on Highway 75. I just left my house that morning to go to Addison Fire Department to teach class because, like most firemen, I had multiple part-time jobs as an instructor. And the load that was lost on that commercial vehicle in front of me struck me in the head on my gold wing and knocked me off of the gold wing and caused me to do a face plant onto the concrete at 70 miles an hour. The impact was so violent that it ripped the helmet from my head. In fact, the scars are still on my neck where the chin strap cut into me. My head injury was so severe that I don't have any memory of the incident itself. My last memory was 72 hours prior to the incident, and my first memory was 2 days prior to my discharge from Medical City Plano. I was fortunate that our police officer from Howell was a few cars behind me when the incident occurred. He was Johnny on the spot, checked on me right away, and he thought that I was deceased because I wasn't breathing. And he even said later when we spoke that he was on the phone calling his chief to tell him he needed to get out on the highway because there's a dead fireman laying in the middle of the highway. Whenever I gasped for air, and he suddenly knew that, hey, he's still alive, and he called the responding crew from Van Alstyne Fire Department that was coming to provide care and told them what was going on. They launched a helicopter to be en route to pick me up. The paramedic that arrived on that ambulance was a former student of mine at Collin College a couple of years prior. On my arrival at Medical City Plano, Dr. Gamber, who's our medical director, was the attending physician, and he told my wife when she got there a little later that if I survived the first 72 hours, I might have a chance of survival. So my outlook was pretty grim initially. I'd lost most of my face because of the damage that impact with the pavement did. You can see all the scars from my facial reconstruction. I spent over 8 hours in surgery just with the reconstruction of my face. And I spent a month in the ICU, trauma ICU, and the step-down unit at Medical City Plano, and then I was released to 3 months of rehab at Pate Rehab to learn to do everything again. And the subsequent 2 years I spent having surgery on my knee and my shoulder and oral reconstruction after my face healed, where they could actually start aligning my teeth and where I could eat again. I wasn't able to eat for 6 months. I wasn't able to work for 6 months. So it literally ripped my life away from me. And I don't want to see legislation pushed through that is going to have a negative impact on my fellow Texans to be able to regain what they deserve when they're exposed to an incident like I was exposed to. And I thank all of you very much for listening to what I have to say.